Climate change and pollution are of extreme concern, with temperatures notably on the rise.
Antarctica has hit record temperatures.
The European Union's Climate Monitoring Service has released a new report highlighting extreme global temperature rises in the past 7 years. Last year was the 5th warmest year on record and saw extreme weather events hit every continent on the planet.
The devastating effects can clearly be seen in the destruction of natural habitats and species. After oil refining, the production of motion pictures is Los Angeles' worst environmental offender. Such is the conclusion reached by UCLA's Institute of the Environments. Sustainability is important to every industry, especially film, as each production produces a carbon footprint of 3,370 metric tons. According to a study by the Max Planck Institute for Metrology in Hamburg, for each ton of carbon dioxide that is emitted, 3 square meters of Arctic summer sea ice disappear. We can see that with every movie made, we've melted around 4 entire football fields of Arctic ice. Certain factors can affect how much a production will emit, such as the number of cameras used to shoot an episode and having multiple filming locations. As these factors often increase with a larger production budget, so does the average carbon emission. The environmental impact of producing just one film or episode of television can be extensive. Much of this impact comes from the creation of sets that are built and then quickly discarded, waste from on-set food catering, and the massive amount of energy required to power lights, cameras, and other equipment.
It wasn't just building the set, it was building all the stuff to shoot and light the set that was adding a layer to it that we hadn't really anticipated, that all the normal Hollywood lighting tools, photography tools went out the window.
In the film Fast and Furious 7, more than 230 cars were destroyed. For one sequence they wrecked a total of 40 cars. Political science major Birgit Heidsieck states that
shots like this can be done digitally. Nowadays, the visual effects have been improved so much. Even elements such as fire, smoke, or water can be produced as computer-generated images.
Thankfully, this problem is being addressed around the world. Measures are being set in place by groups and corporations that are passionate about sustainability and the film industry, devising techniques and practices to bring pollution to a halt. Green Film Shooting is a Germany-based sustainability organization that provides its service throughout Europe, created by Birgit Heidsieck as mentioned before. They focus on managing resource consumption and energy usage, to attempt to lower them and also saving costs. The Green Production Guide, created by the Producers Guild of America, providing an abundance of information on sustainability practices. With partners in production including Fox, Green Screen, a sustainable production enterprise that offers to help productions with achieving low emissions and verifies them when they've met certain sustainability requirements. So what are they actually doing? Well, during the beginning stages of film production, a sustainable management worker would meet with each department to discuss methods of waste and carbon reduction. These carbon reduction plans are devised by the use of carbon calculators, such as Albert's toolkit, where the calculators allow you to easily work out the carbon footprint your film is emitting, enabling you to clearly see the impact of your production. Here are some of the main sustainable practices in action according to NYC Film Green. Tracking and making a plan to reduce a production's carbon footprint by using one of the carbon calculators mentioned earlier. Waste diversion, by means of donation or resale of usable items. Cutting down on transportation-related emissions by renting fuel-efficient cars when available, and encouraging crew to use public transportation. And implementing a plan with a production lighting department to reduce power and electricity use. The importance of storytelling has been a staple aspect of entertainment and social life throughout all cultures. Stories have been shared from as far back as human history can be seen. Through the art of filmmaking, we're able to visually describe these stories that can easily be shared and viewed by a global audience. Though the production of a film can seem to be an extremely wasteful process, they can hold great value in our culture, so I don't believe that they are going anywhere anytime soon. The cinematic image can be thought of as fossilized light, thus practically and metaphorically equating cinema with the geological dimensions of the naturally derived fuels, fossilized sunlight that continue to enable industrial society and culture. Our only option for now is to accelerate awareness and knowledge of sustainability practices, before there's nothing left. The film industry needs to consider mandating these sustainable practices for all future productions. We must persist if we want to exist.